Greetings, YouTube. You know, most of the videos I do on my channel on a daily basis are a combination of crystal openings, crystal commentaries, if you will, and offer reviews. And yeah, from time to time, I may take a stance on an offer that quite a few people disagree with, but for the most part, there's really nothing controversial about those videos, and that's how I want it to be. I want the majority of the videos that I put on my channel to be conflict-free, to be controversy-free, to have no chance for misinformation or clickbait or any of the terms that, you know, the trolls on Reddit or the vultures like to throw around, because I just want to have a channel that serves the community and gives people a reason to laugh or smile or feel better about themselves when I inevitably say a terrible pun. But from time to time, there are going to be what I like to call MCOC editorials, where I make a video about a issue that I feel like is pertinent in the game. And what I've come to realize about these issues, I almost get anxiety. I have anxiety, to be honest with you, right now as I'm talking about this, because I know there are going to be people who just see the title or they have their, preconceived notion of my channel and they, dislike this kind of video. But I do feel like, there are certain things that just need to be discussed. In a game like Marvel Contest of Champions, where things naturally progress from 4 stars to 5 stars to 6 stars, things have to improve. And I'm going to be doing another video at some point this week about how it's about time that the event quest rewards get a buff, because we haven't seen a buff since Uncollected was introduced, even though the content has undoubtedly gotten harder, especially on so many lanes of Uncollected and even Master Mode that we didn't used to see. And that's okay. It's natural that the progression of difficulty is going to get harder as people's rosters get better, but then there should be a inflation correction of rewards, if you will, similar to what we've seen on an improved Alliance Quest scale with Glory, and especially Map 5 and Map 6, and I'm sure now Map 7 crystals. Alliance War Seasons have been a huge increase in rewards, although I think now with the way that there are so many great new defenders in the past year in the game, Alliance War Seasons rewards, especially in the Master and Platinum brackets, are often not worth the stress, but that's another video for another time. Today's video is about something that I actually have refused to cover for weeks. So I like to be patient from time to time and just take a step back and see if Kabam course corrects themselves. Because you see the items in front of you, specifically the Advanced Power Boost, the Combat Regeneration Boost, and what I think is the best item for Alliance War, the Invulnerability Boost, are all Alliance War specific boosts that you can hopefully from time to time see pop up in the loyalty store for 10,000 loyalty apiece. Now, these are crucial to potentially winning and losing an Alliance War, especially like the Invulnerability Boost. And I have received complaints for the last several weeks, going back to over a month, that Kabam has stopped cycling these through the loyalty store. But I didn't want to overreact. I didn't want to jump to a conclusion. Maybe they were taking a week off. They have said in the past that these are not going to be announced. They're going to be random events on their watch, and they're going to choose when to bring those boosts to the contest. And that's why something like the MCOC info, I don't know if you call it a bot or a channel, but on the Line app that actually posts announcements of when these items come in randomly is so valuable, and resources like that are so important to not missing out, especially because 10,000 loyalty is pretty darn cheap. And for free-to-play players who don't have a bunch of units and don't certainly have cash to buy more units for boosts or whatnot, this is it. This is your lifeline if you want to survive in a top tier war and you need to use these boosts. You need to save your loyalty and spend it. So believe it or not, we've had several people tracking certain boosts. We have not seen a single one of these pop up for a couple of weeks. But what might be even more alarming is that this Advanced Power Boost hasn't been seen or confirmed since December 13th, which is over a month ago, right? And so because these things are missing in action, they're MIA, players are left to either drain their resources or not use them. I personally have done my best as a backup in my Gold 1 Alliance to do my best to use my other boosts, especially my 30% health and attack boosts, or my 20% that I keep getting for other means, and use those first. But of course, those are dwindling, and now I'll probably have to go into my stash, which is fine. This is certainly a maxed out stash that's much better than most people. But at the same time, if I was in a higher ranking of difficulty, as in Platinum or Master, I'm sure I would have had to burn through these already. And that's where I'm really getting the most feedback, is people are saying, Prof, I'm out of invulnerability boosts. I'm out of power gain boosts. I'm out of combat regeneration boosts, and I don't know if Kabam's going to bring them back anytime soon because they're missing. So I don't really know what my main goal is for creating this, besides just letting everyone know that it is highly unusual that we have gone this long without seeing boosts routinely pop up in the loyalty store, and the best way to get Kabam's attention is to, respectfully remind them that we haven't seen these in a while. That is not to try to cause a way for your account to be banned or anything like that on a forum post. I think a company does respond best to constructively critical posts that aren't inflammatory or disrespectful, but still try to convey a overall message. And in this case, the message of this video is these boosts that we count on with loyalty for a really good price have been nowhere to be found for a while now. And so, basically, where are they? Where have they gone? And when are they coming back? Because we as a community, especially as Alliance War Seasons continues to get more stressful, you're seeing all of a sudden already rank 4 and maybe even a couple of chances rank 5 the Things, Awakened the Things on defense. You're seeing, of course, the usual suspects of Korg and Domino and Killmonger and Medusa, etc. The best defenders continue to actually make it all the way down to some silver alliances and even stone alliances. So as Alliance War gets harder, because the better defenders, the more people get their hands on the better defenders, the less they're going to even care about diversity in some cases, and they're going to use just rows of these top tier defenders. The more you're going to really need to have these essential Alliance War boosts that are so rare and so hard to get that Kabam kind of picks and chooses when they release them and when they don't. So be on the lookout. Hopefully, I can look back on this video, I can be like, man, just think, right when I thought all hope was lost and I made that video, suddenly those boosts started coming back in a regular routine. How awesome is that? I hope and I pray for the sake of this community that is the news in the coming weeks, that these boosts have come back for some reason. They decided to take a holiday like Santa Claus after Christmas, and now they're back. But until they're back, it's important that we discuss this, because it is essential to not being burnt out even more than so many people already are, especially at the top tiers of Alliance War in Alliance War, because the more you're burnt out, the more you're fatigued, and the more you're fatigued, the less you enjoy the game, and the less you enjoy the game, the more amazing summoners are going to continue to still retire in 2019. And don't tell me that a special beacon type of profile pick is going to be enough to keep people playing a contest when you stop providing regular free, essentially, access to these really important boosts. So comment below and let me know your thoughts on this. I just wanted the community to be aware of the fact that it has been over a month since we saw the advanced power boost, and it's been about 2 weeks since we've seen any of these boosts in the loyalty store. Hopefully we'll see more of them soon. Until next time, YouTube, thanks for watching. Have a good one.